Hey guys, I'm Drew with Guitar Player U. I'm going to show you how to play that riff, or at least basically the techniques I used to achieve it. I was basically making that up as I went along, but I'm going to show you how to do the very same thing. So check this out. Let's take a closer look at this. Now the first technique I used is called a dive bomb. We're going to take our second finger, put it on the E string, and we're going to move down the string like that. And basically in the middle of this, we're going to pick it. Like that. Now the reason why we're using our second finger is because I landed this on the A chord with my first finger. So using the second finger for the dive bomb allows us to land that A chord a little bit easier. And again, the A chord is just our first finger barred across the second fret of the D string and the G string. We basically play open A, the D string, and the G all at once. Very much a rock and roll chord. If you got some distortion on your amp, turn it up, play this chord, let it ring out, let it feed back, have some fun with it. So we're going to do a dive bomb with our second finger into the chord. It's going to take a little practice to get the transition smooth. There's really no rule of where we start and stop on the dive bomb. You just want to have that cool kind of effect going into the chord. That's basically it. The next technique I used was these particular frets. The 4th fret of the G, the 2nd fret of the G, and again the G is 4 strings down from the bottom. So if you just count, again the G is 4 strings down from the top. So if you just count down from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're on your G. So we had the 4th fret of the G, the 2nd fret of the G, open G, and then the 4th fret of the D. Now again the D is 3 strings down from the top. So the 4th fret of the D, 2nd fret of the D, open D, and then 4th fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the A string, and open A. Now notice for everything on the 2nd fret I used my first finger, and for everything on the 4th fret I used my 3rd finger. So what I did was I used pull-offs to play these really fast. So a pull-off, we have a great video on it already if you're not already familiar, but just to refresh your memory, a pull-off is when we already have the 2nd fret pushed down with our first finger, and the 3rd finger is already pushing down on the 4th fret. We pick that 4th fret, and we lift our finger off, and when we lift our finger off, we kind of snap the string a little bit so that it helps this ring out, the 2nd fret here. So we had, and then we do the same thing with our first finger. We kind of pull it off into the open string, just like that. And I repeated it. And then I switched strings with it. And all the way down to the A string. I just played that incredibly fast, that's all. So it takes a little practice to get the speed there, but if you do this every day, in a couple weeks you're going to be able to do this pretty well. So basically what I did was I started on the G, went to the D, and repeated that. And then I went from the D to the A and repeated that. Play that A chord again. Pretty much all of this goes seamlessly with that A chord, so you can kind of come up with cool riffs and then play that A chord. And it sounds great. It sounds like you're rocking out. Now the last thing that we can do is we can make a minor pentatonic form off the 2nd fret. And we can play this along with all of this. And it actually turns into A major pentatonic, but we'll save that for the theory videos. But check it out. That's our minor pentatonic form based off the 2nd fret. You can incorporate any notes of that into this pattern or any bends that we normally do there. Like you probably heard at the end, I did a big bend on the 4th fret of the G, which basically came out of this pentatonic form. So again, here's the riff with the close-up. There you go. That's how we can start to rock out and improvise using rock and roll techniques. Thanks.